How do you write a Love Live song? For a series with so many unique pieces, it's surprisingly concrete. By looking at a few examples of songs, in and outside the series, I'll show off the general construction that most Love Live songs fall under, if not all. To start, let me explain what I mean by general construction. To present this in a way that's understandable to people with no musical knowledge, I'll be using more simple terms of my own. Let's use this bar to represent a song. This bar can be divided into general sections that represent certain parts of a song. The first section is the intro, which just leads into the rest of the song. Next is what I'm going to call the meat lyrics. I give them this name since they make up the meat of the song. These generally come before and after the first chorus. Speaking of it, the chorus. This is a real musical term, but since it's well known, I'll use it to help ground my fictitious ones. The chorus generally conveys the main message or theme of the song, and serves as what I'll call the core of the song. After the second chorus is typically a more varied section that I'll generalize as the mix-up. Unlike the first two sets of meat lyrics, a variety of changes to the standard lyrics and music occur. This may contain an instrumental as well, before leading into the third and final choruses. The song ends after the third chorus, unless an outro is added. Most songs with lyrics will be arranged like this, the outro appearing inconsistently. I made the effort of explaining all this because almost universally, all Love Live songs are written with this formula. This is true despite the songs being written by many different composers. Just scrolling through All-Star's song selection, you can see the wide range of composers who worked on these songs in the top right corner. This is mostly to be expected, since most songs with lyrics, excluding something like prog rock, will use some variation of this formula. Many anime songs tend to be written this way. Listen to a full version of your favorite anime opening, and you're likely to find that it has this kind of structure. This formula has a name, I unfortunately don't know it. But just how universal is this style of composition? To explain that, I'll compare Love Live's music composition with something completely different. How about Swedish heavy metal about military history? From the series that gave us Oh Love and Peace, Sabaton is about as far off as I can imagine. Despite the big difference in genre, these examples I'll be looking at are almost identical in basic structure. To begin, let's compare Hajimari Road and 7 Pillars of Wisdom. Hajimari Road's meat lyrics start with Yoshiko's first lines as shown below. If you compare the start of the first and second set of meat lyrics, you can see that they are intentionally made to rhyme and sound very similar. Generally, meat lyrics function in this way. The pitch of lyrics will generally rise and fall in the same way throughout both. I recommend you listen to Hajimari Road for yourself, since it's better understood by listening than by explanation. Hajimari Road is also a great explainer for the mix-up section. This part is completely different from any other part of the song prior. It goes, Higashi e nishi e ko ohiko shita Taiyou. I'm gonna pretend like I sung that correctly. The rest of the song before the final chorus, albeit varied, is all collectively a part of the mix-up. For 7 Pillars of Wisdom, the change is a lot more subtle. The first meat lyrics go, Far from home, a man with a mission, in the heat of the glistening sun. In the heart of ancient tradition, this man's journey has only begun. Whereas the mix-up goes, After the war has been won, deception or treason, who can tell? Who stood to gain? Who stood to lose? Who did the dying? Despite keeping the same tempo, the speed the notes are played at, the actual lyrics are sung much calmer than the rest of the song. That's how minor a change this section can have. Although Love Live songs are diverse in genre and composition, they adhere very rigidly to this formula. Why? The reason is simple. These are songs written to be sung and performed by idols. Naturally, they are the main focus of the songs. I came across some evidence of this while listening to the off-vocal version of Kowareyasuki. During sections of meat lyrics and choruses, I noticed a strange part of the song's composition that I hadn't noticed behind the vocals. In the first section of the meat lyrics, they go ba-dum bum 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 bum. In the chorus, they go bum 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 bum. And in the second meat lyrics, they go bum, 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 bum. I realized that these strange notes seemed out of place because they weren't meant to be heard alone. They emphasize the vocals. The set and the second meat lyrics are altered to continue the progression of the tone, preventing the song's energy from letting up. Traditionally, a way of backing a vocalist is through background vocals. Because of the sheer number of vocalists available, many songs achieve this effect by simply singing at the same time, or quickly switching between which girls sing which part. Kokoro Magic's chorus does this in a way that allows all vocals to be backed, while also switching between which group is singing. Generally, a chorus wants to contain the most energy of the song. Providing backing to vocals is often utilized to make it do so. Coat of Arms, a Sabaton title track, can demonstrate this perfectly. In the meat lyrics, only the end of each verse are sung by background vocalists, allowing for them to keep up their progression of energy. The choruses, on the other hand, are fully backed to maximize their energy and assert themselves as the most powerful parts of the song. Although not standard, this is a trend you may pick up on. Because of copyright, I couldn't use any songs I mentioned in this video. However, on my Wix channel, I have a new after-party section with additional content for this video. If you want to hear the differences for yourself, a link to my Wix channel is in the description below. With a standard compositional backbone, Love Live songs use genre, singing emphasis, and a variety of themes to create a vast array of songs that continue to make new and original works to this day. With the great new addition of Maze Town around the time of this video's creation, it's exciting to see what new direction and works will be released in the future. Thanks for watching.